Welcome back to Streamline Investigations. It's Marvin speaking. We have Ali saying a few things on the Gus Lamont case. Let's get straight into this one.
Good morning, UK, from a rainy and cold, windy Dartmoor. Hope everybody is safe indoors and warm. Thank you for all the lovely messages we've received and for the live that Marvin did last night with you streamliners. You're all great. Just had loads in from Australia, and thank you, Don, this morning and all night for the photographs and comments you made, which I mostly agree with. Nobody has seen Shannon. A voice came on the balcony when Robert appeared with that gun and was threatening Jonica from the paper, the Mail, I think it was. I'm wondering if Shannon is alive, because we do have the funeral details, which were cross-referenced 3 times of her funeral on the 1st of September. So I'm wondering if Robert also dresses up as Shannon. Is it one of the same person? And I realised, Don, that you've actually come up with that as well. So we're kind of on the same page with that at the moment. It still hasn't found this dear little 4-year-old boy. I don't know where we go to from this time, to be honest with you. We have to kind of ask SAPOL, do they still have this as a missing persons? Because I did notice that they had in their blurb that they had the assistance of a geological forensic officer. I looked that up with Google. What is a geological forensic officer? And that is somebody that looks at the soil and the minerals in the ground around the homestead. And that is only brought in on criminal cases. And that interests me, because why would they bring in a criminologist on geological forensics if they say that there wasn't any criminal investigation? I am beginning to think that they're changing their mind. I hope you're with me on that one, because there has been nothing seen or heard of Shannon since the 1st of September. And I'm just wondering the same as Don. Anyway, love, you take care, everybody. Keep going, and we love you lots. We've just got to find this dear little Gus, and I'm sure everybody. And the thing that gets me is there's been nobody of that family coming out begging for information or for the whereabouts or the last sightings of that dear little boy. That, to me, shows a big red flag. Okay, take care, everybody. It's Ali's over and out, and keep him warm. Bye.
That was Ali Harris, and like I said, everyone's got their own viewpoint. It's like Ali's got their own viewpoint in what we don't always agree. Don has got her viewpoints. We have them both on the channel, as you know, streamliners, and I've got my own viewpoints as well. But I agree that one thing I've had to go with at the end of the day, we can't force people to talk. I completely understand that. Even that, sometimes we can get a bit irate. But like I said, I think obviously Josie slash Robert, Shannon, if she's still alive, Joshua, the father, they're not going to talk to us. It's as simple as that, because they've been told not to by the police at the end of the day. But sometimes you've got to reach out and try. If you don't try, you don't get. And I've always been brought up that way, to be honest with you. And like I said, whatever may come out, or another family member may come out in the future and actually say something on this case. But we've got to keep it alive. But like I said, we've got to do it in a peaceful way as well. But like I said, the views, I understand people's points of views, and we've got to be sensitive in obviously the talking about Josie, especially on YouTube and other platforms as well. And, you know, we've got to look at basically, obviously, this is about Gus and finding Gus and basically finding the truth as well. Thank you very much, people. Let me know your thoughts and leave your messages. Thank you.